This is Texans TV.
This is a jam-packed Texans 360 as we take a look at the 2022 schedule, and we're building the Texans with the 2022 draft class. Don't move a muscle.
We are ready to rock in Houston. Rock and roll.
You already know what time it is, man.
Touchdown, Texans.
I got cleats for all y'all.
He's in. Rock and roll.
That's when you think you've seen it all. There's always something else.
Let's go. They go home. They go home.
Hello, and welcome into Texans 360. My name's Drew Doherty, I'm your host, and we've got a very special show for you today. The Texans schedule is now known, and we're going to talk about it with the head coach himself, Lovie Smith. Plus, we're going to take an in-depth look at Jalen Pitre, one of the newest Texans, and we're going out to the Texans Teen Club. What's that? Well, you'll find out. But we begin with a look at the 2022 NFL draft class, specifically the Houston draft class. It's all part of our Building the Texans.
The 2022 NFL Draft, we have 7 teams with multiple first-round draft picks.
Third overall pick, Houston Texans. I'm fascinated to see what you do with that third pick.
Hello? Derek. Hey, how you doing? We're going to turn the pick in here in a few minutes. We're going to make you a Houston Texan. Yes, sir.
Hey, Derek, you fit in when you came through here, man. You are our guy. How about going to the number 1 receiver every time? Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Welcome to our team. We're pretty pumped up. We're going to do a lot of good things, all right?
Yes, sir.
The Houston Texans select Derek Stingley Jr., defensive back, LSU.
We've got another draft choice. It's the Houston Texans' second of the
With
night.
the 15th pick, the Houston Texans select
Kenyon Nicosario.
We're going to turn the pick in. We're going to make you a Houston Texan.
Kenyon Green.
Nice. It's real nice. Yeah, for real. Feels good. You got good vibes going on. You can definitely tell just from being around the people that there's an upward trend here.
How you doing? Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's up, bro? What's up? How you doing, man? Congratulations.
What's up, How you doing, man? Congratulations. Congratulations. I look forward to it. What's up, there? Congratulations, man. Yeah. Welcome. Where you from? You from?
Beirut.
Oh, so you from Louisiana. So you close.
Yeah.
So they're going to be in all the games, huh? That's what's up, man. Okay. Enjoy this experience. And,
Sure.
anything you need, I'll be here, man. So
Sounds good.
congratulations again.
Appreciate it.
Here he is.
What's up, man?
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
You know, in Derek's case, experienced player, played against a lot of good people at LSU, was productive with his opportunities, especially as a freshman.
It is intercepted. Derek Stingley Jr. And that is intercepted by Stingley.
Has the attributes and the physical skills that go into playing that position, so hopefully we can maximize them and bring the best out of them.
Diving pick. Derek Stingley made the pick.
You always see me giving effort. It's like every single play is a battle on the field. You got your individual battles between the person that you're going against. You got play calls that go back to them, but then we got to execute it out there on the field. Just as long as everybody doing what they got to do, then you should win. It's always who's doing it a little bit better. So I just can't wait to get to work.
Congrats, family.
Appreciate it. Hey, look, I look forward to learning a lot from you, bro.
Welcome to the plan. It's time to get to work, dog.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. We gonna get it.
Work, show.
We gonna get it, man. Well, I'm glad to be part of the team, man. I appreciate you answering so we can get a little chat in.
No, bro. Hey, you gonna love it here, bro. Lovey's a good dude, bro.
Yeah, all right, bet. I've been hearing that a lot.
That's a good man to learn from, bro. This program definitely gonna be turned around, man. You in good hands. You ever need something, bro? We all one call away.
Right. All right. Sound good, man.
And I don't have to get acclimated to like no new food places. I know all the food places here. Yeah. Blessed, very excited. I'm staying home. gonna give everything I got to this city. The least I can do, you know, go give everything I have. Start, you know, where I grew up at and help that community out.
When you look at the A&M offense, you know, they probably run the football as much as anybody in the SEC. I mean, Jimbo does a great job in terms of the way they set up their run game. So he had some position versatility. He played left tackle, he played inside, has a good playing style, has a good mentality, he plays with a certain level of toughness, and he has good size for the position. I mean, you're going to need some people and some presence on the inside, so hopefully he'll be an asset in that area and can help us.
Getting a dog, somebody out there that's going to finish, you know, physical, you know, smart player. You're going to get somebody that's going to give you everything they have, you know, going to fight for his teammates.
Texans on the clock, and the pick might be in, or it might be a report on the pick.
The Texans are going to stay here at the 37th pick and select another one from the state of Texas.
Jalen, what's happening, brother? How you doing? You're right around the corner. Yeah, you want to sprint here. All right, we're on the clock. We're going to make you a Houston Texan. So we're going to turn the pick in here in a little bit, and you can walk to the stadium if you want to, or you can run.
All over the place is Jalen Pitre. This guy is everywhere out of Stafford, Texas.
Active, instinctive, good tackler, finds the ball, but really good playing style. I'd say kind of the heartbeat of their program. So from where the program started to where they were here at the end of the year, I would say he was certainly a big part of that. I mean, you see that energy, you see that emotion, you see that investment, and we're excited about, you know, what he potentially could bring to our team.
Staying home. Staying home. We got a couple of our Houston guys staying at home, and it's going to be good. We're pumped up. We'll talk later on.
It's going to be great. You know, Coach Lovie Smith is a defensive guru. He knows what he's talking about. And, you know, I just look to learn as much as I can from him and to grow as a player.
With the 44th pick, the Houston Texans select John Mechie.
Touchdown, Mechie. First down and more. John Mechie.
Mechie says, okay, throw it to me.
4 picks already in this draft for the Houston Texans. John Mechie is a Houston Texan.
I was just happy. I didn't really have many words for it, but I was just happy. I was excited. Had a great time on the way to Houston, and I'm just extremely excited to get there.
The Texans have traded up, and the pick is in.
With the 75th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Christian Harris, linebacker, Alabama.
Look, we got one-stop shop between you and your buddy Mechie.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, and look forward to seeing you. Lovey's right here. He's going to say hello to you, okay?
Appreciate you, for real.
He's crying because he's so thrilled.
Christian, how about it, man?
All I need is opportunity, man.
No, I understand.
Man, what I'm trying to dominate, man.
You're going to fit in perfectly here.
The weekend in and of itself is very emotional. There's a lot of ups and downs. I'd say there's certain expectations that are placed on these players. They read so much, they hear so much about where they're going to get drafted, and then if they're not drafted, maybe according to where the experts say, or something happened. So sometimes it's more of a sigh of relief, like, all right, I'm finally drafted, I know where I'm headed.
Excited, speechless. I was really just sitting there, I mean, obviously with my family, and I just saw that call, and instantly I started crying. I'm very excited. I love the defense that they have. So, even thinking about John Mechie too as well. It's Derek's thing, like being able to play with those guys on the same teams is definitely exciting for me. So,
a lot of sources coming in saying the Texans, they're going to get a running back.
Here's wide open to the end zone. He's gone. Touchdown, Florida.
We're going to turn a pick in. We're going to make you a Houston Texan.
Yo, hey, Tom. Hey, it's your boy DP. Hey, the newest running back. We coming to H-Time. Hey, I'm here for a good time and a long time. You feel me? Hey, let's go, baby. I'm ready to work. Appreciate everybody. Let's get that work in, man. Let's go.
It's funny when you look at a player's personality, so how they are off the field, and then you kind of see how are they on the field. Sometimes there's a difference, maybe soft-spoken, but they play a certain way. I would say in his case, the energy that he brings off the field, he brings the same energy to the field. He's got a lot of juice, he's got a lot of energy, he's got a lot of fight, his competitiveness, his toughness that comes off the tape, and then it comes off when you have an interaction with him as well.
Man, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you, God, because I was so nervous yesterday. Like yesterday, I was so nervous, man. But today, I was off the board early, so it's just a blessing. I'm stoked, man. I'm just ready to play football and put some pads on, man.
The Texans are going to be rolling with Thomas Booker, the defensive tackle out of Stanford.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
I was actually sitting
trying to get some food in between, watching the rounds and everything. And then I get a call from Houston, and my face just lit up entirely. This is something that I've dreamed about since I was in middle school, so this has been, years, if not a decade in the making. So I'm so excited to get down to Houston, help the team out, become a contributor any way I can.
His skill set is conducive to our front and our system, so I think he was a player that we felt fit kind of how we're playing defensively. Their system defensively at Stanford is probably a little bit different than the system that we're going to run, and that's okay. I'd say that happens in a lot of cases. It doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It just means trying to identify players that have the right attributes that fit what we're trying to do and what we're going to ask them to do.
The Texans take the tight end, Jalen Pitre.
We're on the clock. We're going to make you a Houston Texan, so congratulations.
Getting that call, being around my family, and just enjoying that experience was absolutely amazing. I'm just excited. I'm excited to be in Houston and be a Texan and get to work.
Good playing style, I'd say, kind of like some of the guys that we talked about, play with a certain level of toughness, a certain level of grit, and a certain level of, I would say, power. So if we want to be a tough physical team, then our responsibility is to try to identify and add tough physical players.
Houston Texans select Austin Deculus, LSU.
You've had a really good career, man. 4-year start in the SEC. I mean, that's not easy to do. So, you've been a good player.
The fact that I was able just to come back to my home state and being able to represent for that organization, it's in disbelief. It's surreal.
Really durable, obviously, when you play and start as many games as he did, speaks to your availability. Has a good playing style, so big body, has had a lot of experience, playing mostly on the right side, so whether or not he has some position versatility, whether that's right to left or maybe even potentially inside, we'll get a better idea, once he arrives on campus here.
As we've talked about over the last few days, I think we're making some progress, continue to build the team here for the 2022 season. We've added good players to our team who are good peoples that we think are going to help continue to build our program out. And we're all excited, but the reality is there's a lot of work, and it's going to be about how hard we work, how well we work, and what we do when we're ultimately on the field.
After the break, we're huddling with the head coach and getting the lowdown on the 2022 schedule. Which game are you most excited about in 2022? For me, it's always going to be when the Cowboys are on the schedule. Can't wait to see what happens there. But Lovie Smith has his own thoughts on what the Texans are going to do this season and who, when, and where they're going to play. We talked one-on-one with the head coach all about the schedule release. Well, Coach, you were excited coming in about the schedule. You get to see it. What was your initial reaction when it all was in front of you?
Like you said, just a lot of excitement. Been waiting, in anticipation for this day. One of the most exciting days to me, kind of in sports a little bit, and for us on this season. We knew the opponents, but now to know exactly when we play them, I'm pumped. Of course, the guys will be pumped too.
Yeah, right off the bat, you get the Colts, week 1 here. That's happened a lot of times in this franchise's history. That's going to be a fun one to see. That's a good challenge right off the bat, isn't it?
Yes, right now, Drew, of course, we have all-season workouts going on, and you're prepping for the season. But once you know who the first opponent is, it's one thing to get your opponent, but for it to be a division team too, a division rival that dominated us last year. So that should keep us motivated, of course, and that's what it's about really for us as we start building our program about eventually taking back control of the AFC South. So what a better way to start off the season.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that about taking control of the AFC South because you finish with a trio of each of the 3 opponents at the end of the season. How much do you like that aspect of the schedule this year?
If you draw it up, if I had control of drawing it up, you want to start off, with the division opponent. And in the end, once the season plays out, when you're playing for it all, you want to play against the teams in your division, so it plays out well. If us, 2 of them, of course, would be on the road, but we like that part too. Then there's just so much more in. So I talked about, the opening game and, for our fans too. Offense, defense, special teams, they're pumped up. But our 4 phase, the fans, for them to get a taste of their team, to see exactly what we are. In order for us to complete this overhaul of our program, to get back and take control of the division. We can't do it without our fans, that fourth phase. So I know they're going to be excited and pumped up for that opening game, and we're going to show up too.
Coach, we can't wait to see you, and best of luck in between now and the start of the season. Take care.
Thank you, Drew.
After the break, Jalen Pitre is one of the newest Texans. We're going to hear about the 2022 rookie in just a moment. There are many intriguing rookies in the Texans' 2022 draft class, and safety Jalen Pitre from Baylor is certainly one of them. I say safety, but he's really a defensive back. Can play safety, can play nickel corner, can really go all over the field. DP Sidhu of HoustonTexans.com and Texans TV went all over the place with him, and they had this one-on-one interview shortly after the draft.
Jalen, congratulations. Welcome to the Houston Texans. I guess welcome to Houston again. You're from Stafford. I mean, what's going through your mind right now as you find out you're about to become, or you are, the latest Houston Texan selected in the draft?
Yeah, God doesn't make mistakes. You know, he put me right here, right where I grew up, put in all the work that I put in to get here. So, you know, he knows what he's doing, and I'm going to just continue to trust him and continue to put my best foot forward and work hard.
All right, so what were you doing when you got the call? Who was with you? Where were you? I assume you're in Houston?
Yeah, I'm actually like 10 minutes from the stadium. I was at my house that I grew up in my whole life, and it was my parents, my brother, my girl, my agent, and his family, and, you know, just here, just chilling, eating good food, and then I got the call, and I was surprised because I thought it was somebody else calling me from an 832 number, and then I noticed it was the Texans.
We're on a clock. We're going to make you a Houston Texan. So we're going to turn the pick in here in a little bit, and you can walk to the stadium if you want to.
The Houston Texans select Jalen Pitre, DB from Baylor.
You know, when we announced on the radio that you were the pick, John Harris, who's our sideline analyst, he said Jalen's going to be a real fun fit for this defense. I mean, how do you envision playing for Lovie Smith and how you might fit into this defense? What's your reaction to playing for him?
Yeah, it's going to be great. You know, Coach Lovie Smith is a defensive guru. He knows what he's talking about. And, you know, I just look to learn as much as I can from him and to grow as a player while I'm with him. So it's going to be great.
Throughout the draft process, did you think it was going to be the Texans? I mean, had you met with them? Had they shown interest? Is this a complete surprise? I mean, how do you feel now that you know it is the Texans?
Yeah, so the Texans actually was one of my few visits that I had, my top 30 visits. And when I went, it was all good vibes. You know, the coaches were wonderful, and, you know, it just felt good. It's just crazy that, you know, they actually, you know, believe in me and chose me at 37.
You seem to be very versatile in your attributes on the game. Can you describe sort of what your style of play is, who you maybe modeled it after, who you looked up to on the field?
Yeah, I would describe my play as instinctual, aggressive, and another aggressive. Like, I just try to do everything full speed and make sure that, you know, I'm coming with vengeance when I get there. You know, I'm big on making sure that I know where I'm supposed to be and also know where my teammates are supposed to be as well. So I'm also have that leadership when I step into the door and just try to, you know, make the team better overall. And in terms of comps, I would say Tyrann Mathieu is a guy that I look after and try to, you know, pull bits and things from his game.
Brought down tackle for loss. Carry number 4. And of course, it's Jalen Pitre.
You seem to be around the ball quite a bit. You've got a lot of takeaways in that category, 3 fumble recoveries, 3 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions. You get to play for a guy like Lovie Smith, who really talks about takeaways. I mean, is that a perfect fit for you or what? I mean, how do you always seem to be around the ball?
Yeah, it goes back to my film study and how much time that I put in off the field to make sure that, you know, I know what I'm doing when I'm on the field. But, you know, takeaways, I try to turn into an offensive player when I'm on defense. I'm always trying to get the ball and, you know, pull it out or get an interception when I can. So that's a huge piece, and I understand that would change, you know, the team around very fast if you're getting turnovers.
All right, well, Jalen, enjoy the night. Congratulations. Welcome to the Houston Texans, and we love that you're staying in town. And you only have a quick ride to NRG Stadium. So congrats
Right
on
down
a
the
big
street.
night for you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Get your cap and gown on. It's Texans Team Club graduation time. Don't go anywhere. Texans 360 rolls on. Earlier this week, we were out at the Houston Texans Teen Club. It's part of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston, and it's a really fun event because some of those kids are graduating high school. Here's a little bit more on what went down.
Well, today we are here celebrating the graduation of our 2022 seniors here from the Houston Texans Teen Club. I recently took over management 6 months ago, and I've had the opportunity to work with some great teens and see the true impact of the partnership with the Houston Texans. When the players come out, it's just icing on top of the cake because not only do the players come out for events, they are involved. They're really involved, and I think that involvement is what breeds the success of the students that are graduating today.
Well, I grew up in the Boys and Girls Club down in Denellen, Florida, just a small country town. Really not too many people there, but my grandma was actually a volunteer there, so I got to spend a lot of time with her as well as my friends that we all grew up with. And it was just an awesome experience, man, just starting from there and then coming back here and seeing these kids are where they started. It just kind of gives you a little hope to keep on going and that they can make it too, so it's a pretty cool experience.
Good. We're all out of time for this show, but you're not out of time if you want to come here to NRG Stadium and catch a game this fall. Go to HoustonTexans.com to get some tickets and also stay there and check out the awesome, and I mean awesome, schedule release video and everything schedule release that came out earlier this week. Plus, oh yeah, the rookies hit the field at the rookie minicamp. It's been a fun show. It was all put together by Tyler Suddarth and Tyler Marcotte, as well as Jared Huff. So we thank them, we thank you for watching, and we will see you next week on Texans 360.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to know when we post new content.